Thomasville, to the mothers, Christian friends and family and the Lord. I greet you in the powerful name of our Lord and Savior Jesus Christ. And to the members of the Brewery family, those of you who are within the sound of my voice, and those who are not, convey to them my sentiments. I express on behalf of my family and the church our deepest condolences to you. This hour of your bereavement. And none of us know how we will react at any given moment when death strikes. We have an idea, we think we could react in this manner, but it's only when the hour comes, then we really display the emotions that we feel. And God is so good that He doesn't do anything without informing His servants of what He is about to do, or what He's going to do.
Yeah.
When God was about to destroy Sodom and Gomorrah, and Abraham entertained the angel, and when they finished eating, they tell Abraham, your wife Sarah, this time, next season, she will have a son. She'll laugh inside. She said, after my Lord done old and I done old, now we're going to have pleasure. And the angel asks, why did Sarah laugh? She said she didn't laugh. Say, yeah, is anything too hard for God? And when they blessed them and they were going, Abraham walked out with them. And the question was asked, can the Lord hide anything from His servant that He is about to do? And their face was set towards Sodom. And Abraham started to plead now on behalf of the people of Sodom and Gomorrah. Now, my first encounter with the mother that passed was an encounter that I really and truly will never forget. I didn't know her. But you know, life have a way of bringing people together and then leaving a mark upon your heart. Either a good one or a bad one. And it was so many years I heard this mother pray.
Yeah, man. Not pray too bad.
And I never hear nobody pray like that.
That's right.
The prayer was sweet.
Yes, man. Yes, she had that. That's true.
Yes.
I don't know if you could identify what I'm saying here, but
Yes.
it wasn't just a prayer. You know, people pray and people is outstanding in prayer warrior. The prayer was sweet.
So
I just
sweet.
listened to that prayer.
Yes, man. Oh, Jesus.
Anywhere I go, I want to hear this woman. I didn't know her.
Yeah.
I just want to hear this woman.
Yes,
pray
man.
because I saw her when she was praying. And wherever I see this lady, I said, why did I call this lady?
Thank you. Yes, it's so sweet. You want to hear it. Woo.
That was my first encounter.
Yeah, Jesus.
I spent many years in this home, singing and shouting in a Thanksgiving. And tonight we are here to encourage the members of the family. Praise the Lord.
Oh, yes.
We are here to support and to bear up your arm as good old Caleb and Joshua did when Moses' arms started to fail through weariness. Caleb and her run to the, one to the right and one to the left, and they lift his hands up. And while his hands was upstretched high, success was found. on Israel's side. So we're looking for success tonight. Praise the Lord.
Yeah.
We are here to encourage you to lift up your arm. You see, Joshua was Moses' minister and a warrior. So he was fighting. So it was Caleb and her that took the stone. God bless you. Now, the word of God said, seeing, verse 5, and I hear the young minister, my son, touch it. Seeing his days are determined, the number of his months are with thee. There was appointed his bound that he cannot pass. God bless you tonight. Job made a declaration, and Job was saying, man's days are determined by God. What does that mean? It means that no matter what near miss you go through in life, and for those in the construction field will know about near misses. No matter what close call you get, no matter how he swing you over the belly of hell, your days are determined by God.
Dear Lord, yes.
Jesus made it plain when he came in the flesh. You know what? There was a time I made a declaration and some people get frightened. They really get frightened because they feel that I was challenging the enemy. I wasn't challenging the enemy. But I was making a declaration like Jesus, no man take my life from me. I don't know if you fear somebody less than Jesus. If Jesus said, all power is given unto me in heaven and in earth, because I, Jesus, have the keys of death, hell and the grave, then you tell me who greater than Jesus?
Nobody.
So I was boasting in him and declaring that except he allow, you can't kill me. What he said, don't say that, don't say that. Well, I better stop serving God. If I cannot make a boast in Jesus, I have to stop serving him.
Oh, yes.
He holds the key. You know what's the keys? The keys are given to who? It's a representation of the authority that someone holds. He opens and closes.
Yes.
The door, Lord have mercy, God bless you tonight. The door I open, no man can close. And the door I close, no man could open. If you don't know the God that you serve, it's high time you learn what God is like. Stop singing and shouting and feel that I'm going to take you to heaven. They are taking you to heaven. Learn what God is like.
Oh, yes. Yes.
I have power. Here Jesus, he's talking in the flesh. Because he put on the robe of flesh. I, Jesus, have power to lay down my life.
Yes.
And I have power to take it up. God bless you tonight. Mary's family, I want you to be encouraged here tonight.
Yes.
Hear what Jesus says when he stood before Pilate. Pilate said, don't you know that I have power to release you and power to crucify you? Jesus go talk now.
Yes.
And that is our problem. David made it plain in Psalm 39. I said, I will take heed to my ways, that I sin not with my tongue. I will keep my mouth with a bridle while the wicked is before me. Sometimes we don't know when to talk and when to hush.
That's right. Oh, yes.
While Jesus was quiet before Pilate, Pilate said, answerest not me. He feel well. He's governor, so your authority. He said, don't you know that I, Pilate, have some power to release you or to execute you? He said, you don't have no power over me. Catch yourself. You know who you're talking to?
The Son of God, man.
You know who in whose presence you are? His wife said a dream because of him.
Yeah.
And you boast him up. You have power to do what? He said, let me tell you something now. You have no power except my Father give it to you. And listen to me, for this cause I came.
Yes.
So, I come to die. So, if I don't go through this process, I can't die. And if I don't die, you don't have no salvation. Because it's by the shedding of blood that remission is had. Without the shedding of blood, there is no remission. So in the power, in the might of his, Lord have mercy, of his kingship, walk. What you have to do it now, man? The way you have to do. You see, some people believe that because they have a nines or a semi-automatic that they have power. Have power what? Let me tell you something. Listen good to me. Some of you are listening here. Listen. You have some people. They go to some people. Listen to what I'm saying.
Hapa, yeah.
Listen to what I'm saying. They go to some people. And to every time they pull the gun on them, it snaps.
Thank you. I know of it well. Yes.
To every time they get the drop on them, it snaps.
That's right.
Police, every time police tell me once a day, they come in for this fella, but every time they come, it seems as though this fella like something different, but every time they pull on him.
Yes, man. Something
and he where they gone.
Something in something.
One day he sat down taking a drink.
Spirit just walk away from you.
And it wasn't the police. I want to get here, you know what I say?
Yeah, you're walking them too much.
He got gone down right where he was drinking.
Thank you.
One saying is, if people could go to people and people could fix them,
yes.
God stop.
Yes.
What about my Jesus?
Thank you, Jesus. Yes, man. Well said. Woo. That is true power. True power.
You shall drink deadly poison and nothing will happen to you. You will walk on serpent as somebody tell you to do for you and your head up, oh God, they do for me. Catch yourself.
I say mercy.
Now as I point your bomb, listen to me. The number of your days are determined, so nobody can take your life until God says so.
Yes.
Let me tell you what does happen to some people when they become incapacitated and they lie on a bed of affliction for a while, and then you tell them about that. You say that was their dead yet?
Yeah.
You never hear people say
Of
that?
course, of course.
You hold their life in your hand. You determine they're gone. So because they tarry, that was their dead yet? I thought that wasn't dead. Catch yourself. Where you get that authority from? It is God who determines the bomb of every individual. He knows. The number of your days are determined by Him. What does it mean? To determine something means to look at it before and make a judgment call. The judgment call is, as God made to Hezekiah, set your house in order, you're going to death. And he turned his face to the wall and he said, Lord, remember how I walked before you.
Remember me.
And he started to pray and cry. Snot in his nose, man. And the man groaned. And God heard his prayer and he determined that you are dead now again. I will add 15 more years. He determines if you live longer or if you're dead now. Young man. Hey. Jesus. Your days are determined by God. It means he and he alone have the authority to extend your days or to shorten it. Here what Ephesians 6 chapter 1 say, Children, obey your parents in the Lord, for this is right. Honor your father and your mother, that your days may be what? So because you're disrespectful, he determined that your day is going to be short. Oh, you didn't know that God determined that. You see, he stayed in the beginning and he saw the end, and he knew. You and I don't know. This individual who you're saying now start to live, you don't know what lies beyond the pen. You don't know what they would have done. But you find, he shouldn't die, and he shouldn't die like this. Let me show you something. I'm going to close just now. Let me show you something. It have some young people. They're misguided. They grow up and they choose the wrong path in life. And I hear the word of God telling me the ways of the transgressor is hard. And when that same young person get gunned down, maybe at the time when they was sitting, they wasn't involved in nothing yet. He shouldn't die, sir. And he decided to turn his life around. How much life he didn't turn around before.
Mercy, Lord.
And how much life he decided to steal. You don't know that.
That's right.
But God determined his days. And parents cry and family mourn because he died young. It is God who determined your days. I am sure you know of people who have been critical in accident.
Oh, Lord.
Yes.
And when you thought they went to death, they survive.
True, true.
I'm sure you know people who
Of
get
course.
gunshot, they get about 15 gunshots and they wouldn't dead at all. And somebody just get grazed and they're dead.
That's right, that's
It
right.
is God who
Who determines life and death?
This is what I'm telling you. You could shoot somebody or someone that God and he's about to die.
That's right.
It's not that he is challenging that.
No.
What he's doing is make a boast in the Lord. The Lord is my keeper. The Lord is my shade. Upon the right hand the sun shall not smite thee by day, nor the moon by night. The Lord shall preserve thee. You know what's to preserve something?
To keep. Oh, Lord.
God bless you.
Mercy, Jesus.
The Lord shall preserve. We know how to preserve mango for next season.
Yes.
All through the day we eat in mango.
Yes.
How that is possible? You preserve it.
Woo!
Oh God, so you know how to do that, and God don't know how to preserve his children. God don't know how to build a hedge around that the enemy can't touch his child. God don't know how to provide for his children. Come on, man.
Yes, oh yes.
Let me show you a mystery. When the two thieves were on the cross, and the hour was appointed, because it was a ritual.
Ooh.
They used to break the thieves' feet that were
That's right.
crucified. The Roman soldier break the first thief feet. For some reason he skipped out Jesus and gone to the next one.
Yeah, Jesus.
No, Jesus was in the center. So
Yes,
it was a
Lord.
break coming down.
Yes, Lord.
But for some reason he leave Jesus, he go to the next one, he break his feet. And then he come back to Jesus. And he looking on Jesus. Let me tell you the reason for breaking the feet. Do you know that the more you fight is the longer you stay to die? Do you know anything about that?
Yeah.
Last year, one of my sisters died. She died in the States. 41 years. And she had cancer.
Mercy, Lord.
But she didn't tell us the severity of
Yeah.
the disease.
Understand.
But her faith was rooted in Christ. And when she had a visitation, tell her, you're going to call her home. You know what she said?
Woo.
But I saw young.
Mercy, Jesus.
He said, get yourself ready. I'm going to call you home. She repeated the thing. She left that as a testimony. My sister told us. She said, but I saw young. He said, for the elect's sake, I God want to shorten the days.
Oh, Jesus.
And you are one of my elect.
Oh, Jesus. Mercy
She's
tonight.
fighting because she have about 3 or 4 children.
Yeah, I want to see
So
about
she's
them.
fighting.
Yeah.
She rasta. You have a place they'll carry you over there. Like when they can't do nothing for you again.
Yeah.
So that you can die a peaceful death. She gone in that place. When my brother and sister went over, she came back out of that place. But my sister made a call. And somebody told her, your sister is fighting. She's holding on because she's concerned about her children.
Mercy, Lord.
My sister started to pray and talk to her now. Don't worry yourself. They're going to be all right. I want you to know that your children are going to be all right.
Oh, Jesus.
You know. My sister relax herself and give up the ghost.
Yeah.
Do you know that when they break the first thief feet, that is for the thief to stop fighting. You see, the more they fight and pull up, it's the longer they stay to die.
Yeah, and suffer.
So when they break the foot, he release.
Mercy, Lord.
But when it came to Jesus, Jesus don't release himself and give up the ghost.
Woo.
I said the longer you fight, is the longer death take to.
It's kept at bay. Mm-hmm.
You feel death could walk, don't want to believer.
True.
Let me tell you what death does. Death does walk with some accompaniment. You're a strong person, you're a believer. You know what that will do?
Yeah.
That will walk with a bad feeling for you.
Yeah.
That can walk down on you just so because you're strong. You know it's you who afraid death.
To consume you.
But death's supposed to afraid you. So that walk with a bad feeling, and bad feeling deal with you, and then when you get weak, death come in. That is a real coward. You didn't know that was a coward. That is a coward. Bible said the last enemy to be destroyed is death. And the enemy don't fight according to the rules.
Yeah, they fight on field.
The enemy wants to win. So when death get the summons to come to you, death can just walk down on the believer. Death have to get instruction from God to come for the believer.
Woo.
People dying so funny these days.
Yeah.
I know of all they live a long time when they're dying. They used to lie down on a bed.
Yeah.
And
That's
they will
right.
tell you,
Thank
they
you.
will leave so much testimony.
So much testimony.
And then when they start to talk, look and see you. What you see? Behave yourself.
Yeah,
And they start to tell you they're going home. And you feel, oh man, you're home.
Yeah.
And you ain't even understand
Thank you.
that the person don't view the home and the going. You still feel that they're talking about here. They're leaving testimony on the sons of them. Now believers. You're wondering where they're going.
Mercy, Lord.
No testimony.
Yeah, Jesus.
So where you feel, you must afraid that. You must not afraid that. That is like a taxi. When you're ready to go home, you say, hey, give me a ride home. And you jump in and you're gone.
Mercy.
That is like a taxi. That have to get permission from Jesus to come for you.
Yeah.
That can walk down on you. So when I say the near missions and all of that is you cannot go before you are
Pointed hour. Thank you.
May God bless you tonight.
Bless you too.
I trust God that I have educated you. And
Yes.
I trust God that you come to the knowledge that in Christ you are more than conqueror. How it is you're living this kind of God. You're more fearful than the people outside in the world.
Oh, Jesus.
Boy, you see the time you're living in, and people can't leave the house open no more, and the bandit and them young fellas, and you're afraid to even go. Well, you afraid? Me? My time I ain't go down. And they always used to sing that. My times are in God's hand.
Yeah.
Yes.
And if you know your times are in God's hand, what are you fearful for? I didn't tell you put yourself in harm's way.
Yeah.
Don't be stupid. God give you wisdom.
Yeah.
Don't leave your door open and say, hear what I tell you. Stop putting your purse in your car on the seat and locking it and going. When they see your purse there, they tell us a bit of money, they break the glass, they take your purse.
Yeah.
You're inviting the thief. Not
Yeah.
so.
That's right.
Nobody tell you leave your house open and go. You're inviting somebody to come in.
Yeah.
But walk with God, man.
Oh, yes.
Because I will tell you this, no matter how you upgrade them, upgrading more.
True, true, true. This is true.
You put
Camera.
security cameras, they know how to beat that and get in.
That's right.
They get on the side and they pull the hoodie down
Yeah.
here.
Blind spot.
And they, God bless you, tell them.
That's you too.
The mother walk with God.
Praise God for that.
You had a privilege to be around her, around this servant of God. And what has happened? Sometimes we're so close that we doesn't recognize somebody's word.
Ah, yes.
Because we're so close.
Yeah.
You know, if you're playing draft, when you sit down by the board, you don't see all the moves, you know. But if you get up and stand up here, and you watch, you see all the moves there. Sometimes we're so close, boy. We have recognized the value of God's servant because why? They're right there. You know when I recognize my father's call?
Ruth, yeah.
When he died, you know.
Mercy, Lord.
Just before he died, I never want to hear he died, my father. Who I want to hear you from? But just before he died, he preached about 2 or 3 gospels. And I said, may I get open?
Lord, have mercy.
But God called him home.
Mercy, Lord.
Stop saying sometime because your loved one close.
True. Take them for
Take
granted.
them
For granted, yeah.
Precious in the sight of the Lord.
It's the death,
It's the death of his
the
son.
sins.
I encourage you tonight. God knows. Let me read over the verse for you. Seeing his days are determined, the number of his months are with thee, that was appointed his born. Cannot pass. So it's more than one thing the verse is saying. He determines,
Yeah.
he appoints. So when he appoints your bong, if he appoints your bong here, you don't cross it.
Yeah.
But if he determines the length of your days, alright. I feel like some good potential. We getting on like a badger.
Yeah.
I'll call him. And I will transfer that into something meaningful. You think he could cut off Saul?
Ooh.
He could have cut Saul away. Because Saul harassing the church. He wreaking havoc in the church.
That's right, that's right, that's right.
But you know what he saw? A man who he could use. So he called him, so he determined, I will meet you on the Damascus road and change you. God bless you.
God bless
He
you.
determined your days.
Yeah.
And the number, he appoints your God. He determined if you're going to see tomorrow. He determined if you're going to see next week. But he appoints your bond. And when he appoints your bond, you can't move it.
True.
Cut in on the neighbor a foot or 2.
Yeah.
You could change the bond mark. But when he appoints your bond, you dare not
Yeah,
cross.
not past that, man.
He has appointed the mother bond. And we are here tonight
Yeah.
to let you know, as he has appointed her bond,
Yeah.
he
Ours.
has appointed all of us.
That's right.
That's right.
So let us serve God. And let us give God the honor and the glory. I want to sing this. And I want you to help me sing this. Praise the Lord.
Praise the Lord.
Because it was one of the chants I heard the mother sing. And you will know plenty of the chants what she sing. But remember me living here? so I hear her sing this once. And I want you to help me sing it. Tell believers to pray right.
Glory.
Glory is a tell believers to pray right. Glory is a
Lord shall call us home.
We're going to wave the banner in New Jerusalem. Mighty golden city.
As she enter in Jerusalem.
We enter.
In Jerusalem. In Jerusalem. In Jerusalem.